Hey guys, so welcome back to another episode of Not Another Watch Channel. I have a cool watch here that I've been lusting after for a real long time, and I'm happy to finally have part of my collection. It's from the year 2010, and as you can see in front of you, it is, based on the green box, a Rolex. Let me just pop this open for you here, and there you can see it. It is a Rolex Explorer. This is the model 214270 Mark 1. So this is the 39mm iteration of the Explorer, but this is not the current design that is out on the market. This is the one that ranged from 2010 to, I believe, 2016. I originally found this watch on Chrono24, and when reading a little more about it on the page, I noticed it was being sold at a jeweler 20 minutes from where I live. So I drove up there, and in person, they actually offered me $300 less than what was listed on Chrono. So I realized it was a fantastic deal and purchased it almost immediately. Luckily, it came with the warranty card that listed where this was originally purchased, so I reached out to the store that it was bought from originally, and they let me know that this was one of the first watches they got in 2010 and sold it almost immediately. So I know the serial numbers get a little wonky in this time period of Rolex, and it's very hard to date them, but luckily enough, I was able to reach out to the original jeweler, and he let me know that it was from the year 2010. So taking a nice look here at the face of the watch, you could tell right away that it is the classic Explorer look, but if you know the two new versions of the 214270, you can immediately tell the difference, which is the 3, 6, and 9 are non-lume numbers, and the minute and hour hand are smaller than the current editions. The 3, 6, and 9, as well as all the other applied markers on the face, are all white gold, not stainless steel, even though it is on a stainless steel band and case, but everything inside of the face that appears to be stainless steel is actually white gold. Speaking of the bracelet, this watch includes the current version of the Oyster bracelet with the Oyster lock clasp. This does not have the glide lock, but it has the 5mm extension that they call Easy Link that pops out and in to just give you a little bit of room on maybe that hot summer day where your watch is sticking to your wrist a bit. In my opinion, this is the best bracelet on the market. The Oyster lock clasp, I think, is hands down the most comfortable clasp I've ever worn on a watch. The tapering of the bracelet is perfect. It's elegant looking, it's comfortable, it looks great on the wrist. The solid end links give it a little extra heft that you may not notice in some of the older models or the Jubilee bracelets, but it is a overall incredibly comfortable wear. The bracelet and the case are made out of Rolex's 904L steel, which is a beautiful polished steel. I've heard that it's somewhat easy to scratch, but I'm not too concerned about that because this is going to be a daily wear watch, and I know it will take a few bumps and bruises over the years. The movement in this watch is the 3132 caliber movement, which has a 48-hour power reserve, and my favorite part is that it is hackable, so you can really dial in your time, wait for that second hand to hit 12, sit there and wait to watch your clock time turn, and then pop that baby back in, and you could really be spot on with your timekeeping. Here's a nice shot of the lume, which I personally love. I think the 3, 6, and 9 not being lumed give this watch a really kind of cool look at night, and it maybe even makes people look at it and be like, oh, what's that? It looks different than a normal watch lume, but I personally love it. It's still very legible with the big Mercedes hand on the hour and the second hand also having lume. It's very easy to see at night if it's been properly activated, and the lume is nice in a kind of greenish blue color, and it stays for a very long period of time. This watch features 100 meters of water resistance, which you can see noted on the crown with the 2 dots, which means it's the dual lock. Mine actually, though, has the dash underneath it, which just notes what type of material the watch is made out of, but that is the dual lock symbol. Another little neat thing on this watch that I'm sure a lot of you know about is the crown that is etched right around 6 o'clock. If you get a real close look, I'll throw up a photo here, but you can see it, and always make sure if you're buying a Rolex that you see that etched crown. I'm sure by now people can fake it, but if it's not there, definitely be on alert and ask more questions. Here's the watch on my wrist. My wrist is about 7 1/4 inches, and this 39mm watch fits perfectly. I think it's the perfect size for almost any wrist size because it's not too big, it's not too small. It's very comfortable. The case is only 11 millimeters thick, 11.2 to be exact. So it fits very easily under a cuff or a dress shirt, and it looks equally great in just a t-shirt and jeans. All in all, this is easily my favorite watch. I love the Submariner, but there's something about the elegance of this Explorer that just really catches my eye and suits me so well. I hope you guys enjoyed my little dive into it, and if you got any questions or any comments about it, leave them below and I'll get right back to you, and hope to see you guys next time here on Not Another Watch Channel.